The AIDS 2014 conference brings together experts and people working in HIV/AIDS from around the world.
As the local co-chair for AIDS 2014, I'm absolutely delighted to welcome you all to Melbourne to the 20th International AIDS Conference.
As we gather here in Melbourne as activists coming together to find an end to AIDS, we also gather together with friends and family and colleagues right across Australia and right across the entire world.
Oil Search is Papua New Guinea's largest oil and gas company. In fact, it's PNG's largest company. And our future is very much tied to the country and the development of further business in oil and gas. The Health Foundation was set up as a charitable organisation to help us expand out into the community some of our health work that we've very successfully carried out in our actual operations. A large Papua New Guinea delegation is down here really to pass on our experiences to other people working in this sector and also to learn from those experts who've been in this game much, much longer than we have.
One of the many advantages of Australia hosting this meeting is to keep people focused on the Asia-Pacific region. And there's tremendous opportunity to completely control HIV, TB, and malaria in this region.
For me, especially to come away for the 2014 AIDS conference over here, it means a lot. And it clearly shows that we are doing something for our people in Papua New Guinea.
Well, the HIV/AIDS movement is an enormous movement and is supported by notables and dignitaries from around the world. Obviously, yesterday Bill Clinton was here representing the Clinton Foundation, and he made a speech to the conference about his experiences and his views about how to take the fight against HIV forward and what his foundation was doing. Part of our conference has been actually to introduce Papua New Guinea to the world. And that has been done in a whole series of ways. Clinton yesterday got a beautiful shot with our hula dancers who were down here from PNG, very colourful scene. They shouted out to him to come and say hello, and he came across.
I love your country. I love working here.
Thank you. How are you?
It was a great moment and one that sort of highlighted, I suppose, that PNG is on a world stage here and is being seen by the HIV/AIDS community as contributing. We were part of the procession that went up as a vigil that took place in Federation Square. The hoolies were present and certainly they stopped traffic and got a lot of photos with a lot of Melbourne people. We also had a very good band down from Papua New Guinea, one of the most famous and most popular bands actually in the Pacific, Paddy Potts, to come down and play. And he did a half-an-hour gig at the beginning of that vigil, which went down extremely well. And the Health Foundation is supported by a number of major donor groups, such as the Global Fund. The Health Foundation is one of the very few foundations around the world that is actually a principal recipient for Global Fund, working in partnership with the National Department of Health and delivering significant programs in HIV/AIDS management, child maternal health, TB and malaria control. Well, one of the highlights, for me at least, of the conference here, outside the social and cultural issues that we brought down here, were the various sessions that we participated in, and the first one was a PNG session specifically pulling together some of the really high calibre key people in the world to talk about private-public partnerships and to talk about managing HIV/AIDS in Papua New Guinea.
So Oil Search and PNG Department of Health have this unique collaboration through the Global Fund grant, which Oil Search is our PR, and then it supports the ART program and the HIV program in PNG.
So what Oil Search is doing, for example, in the Hela province is something that's extremely important, bringing communities into the limelight.
And I think, from the lessons that we've learned in terms of, partnering with the public sector, we all want to achieve in terms of, bringing the services to the community.
I think one of the most important things at the conference is to actually have representatives from the Department of Health here, representatives from the Country Coordinating Committee, and a range of NGOs that we work with within Papua New Guinea. I think it's been an outstanding success. People now know Papua New Guinea. People also know that Oil Search is part of the HIV/AIDS management program within that country. But I think they've got our commitment. They understand our commitment to the country and what we do there, our commitment to the people in managing some of their core issues of health, and also to, as I say, re-emphasise that Papua New Guinea is a vibrant place. It's a dynamic, multicultural place, which frankly fits in perfectly with this conference, because I think seeing the huge range of different people, different cultures, different backgrounds in the HIV/AIDS conference has been an eye-opener for us all, and I think it's been a very positive experience.